Welcome to episode 4 of Let's Play Lufia and the Fortress of Doom. Let's go ahead and get into it. So, we have found most of the alumina required to repair this sea craft we were given by a crazy professor guy. We need 8 alumina, I think, and we have 6. We also managed to get the last dragon egg, and we're probably going to do this first, because we recently heard that there's a shrine to the southwest of one of the towns we were at, and we're going to go ahead and go to that shrine, and we get fat loot. So we're going to do that. And it was the town of Harrod, I believe. And I think we go... It's a weird way, so we're going to have to travel around a bit. Well, these guys are all faster than me. I don't think I killed enough red cores. I should be higher level. Wow. Good job, Jaren. I'll probably be streaming for maybe 3.5 hours today for this game, because tonight I'll be streaming D&D, thus the D&D shirt. Okay, yeah, I do need to take the boat. I think it's up and to the left, yeah. And then I think I have to go through a desert. Yeah, this looks familiar. There's like a shrine to the southwest. Let's do... Dew might not be enough to kill them. I probably needed to use water, actually. Yeah. Thought Jaren would do a little more. I thought I'd see it by now. A little nervous. Ooh, this is a scary looking fight. Let's do this. Let's do this. And then this. I think that'll work out. Alright, not bad. Aw, yes, give me that experience. Use the boost to get through. Ah, there it is. Alright, so... here's our homeboy. The dragon. So, raise everyone 2 levels. No. Give each 3 of the... These are the stat potions. We want a might shield, we want a might bow. The only choice is might shields. Dragon eggs were scattered across the world and placed in different treasure boxes. So I probably won't go and do that. But look at how good this shield is. Holy. Defense 230. It raises it by 40 more on top of this tower shield. And magic resistance by 30. Nova's getting kind of pissed. Alright, we're gonna warp back to Mars. And we're gonna heal up and save and go to this pirate place. And then the last one we'll need is from Harriet. And I think we get that Illumina by giving the king food he wants. There's like a side quest for that, I think. But I don't think we've missed any Illumina so far, so... As a kid, the first time I played through this, I did not get everything. And, it was a nightmare trying to go back and forth and remember where I got stuff and where I didn't. But I actually listened to this guy who actually tells you how many are in each place. And I've gotten all of them except for the one on Elba, I believe. Which is the pirate one. Also, I want to kind of stock up on items. I think I'm running low on sweet water. And I kind of want more smoke balls just in case. We don't need this tower shield. All the silver stuff we found. I don't think we need wind heals either. Yeah, we have sonic heals now. Alright. Let's save again after restocking. Alright, with Might Shields, Nova is gonna be pretty girthy. He has more magic resistance than Lufia. His defense is like double Lufia and Jaren's, so... Feels good, man. Oh, ambush. And of course, none of the bad guys are gonna hit him, though. Which kind of makes this... Oh, there we go. Yeah, like half the damage from Meguro. Ridiculous. I want to use AoE magic here. We're only going to use Bang, though. Which turned out to be enough. The struggle of this shield, I think, is that it's very heavy. Keeping up that sweet water. Alright, here's... This tower is supposedly inhabited by pirates. Oh darn it, I forgot to restart the timer. How long have I been streaming? I can just add on to the time. 10 minutes? Okay, that's easy. Hold on. $13.56. Alright, fixed. We're a few seconds off, but... no big deal. Ooh, bounce is good, I think. Let me see what bounce does. Oh no, bounce is the bad one. I don't care about this. Actually, it might lower their... I'll have to try that one. I don't remember. Ooh, loot. Ooh, more loot. Ooh, more loot. I like this place so far. Alright, I remember not liking those skeletons though, so we're gonna... hope that they don't use their sleep spells. Oh no! As long as I don't get Lufia, I'm good. For that reason. Aw, yes. Now let's read the sign. Step on 4 switches in front of the door, then step on the door switch to open it. Step on 4 switches in front of the door, then step on the door switch to open it. Okay, so we gotta get the right order of some switches that we're apparently gonna run into. And then step on a switch to specifically for opening a door. Got it. I think this goes back the way we came, but I just want to check. Yeah. We're still pretty healthy. Ooh, more loot. Oh, and a surprise attack on these guys? Oh yeah. I've learned not to go straight at some treasure chests. I don't want to fall through the floor. If there was a hole there, I probably would have raged. I like the layout of this dungeon so far. I'm not feeling like I'm missing a lot of things. Ooh. A little worried about this one. I think that Grim Reaper guy can cast that instant kill spell. And of course I use AoE magic and I get shot in the face by my own spells, which are quite potent. Ow. Oof. Oh my god, Lufia. Bap him, Lufia. Yeah. Alright, so there's locked doors. Something must unlock doors. This is paths on the left, so I have to remember the left-leaning paths are the ones that led to the locked doors. Okay. So we'll have to come back. Or maybe we'll get a key if it's not a switch. I didn't think of that. Also, I think that fire armor thing that we fought has a good chance of dropping a very rare... Well, not a good chance, but a rare chance of dropping a very powerful armor. Actually, double checking the monster drop list. Yeah, that thing could drop the best armor in the game. So, That's the fire plate. Ooh, a Goro. Oh. This place does have some of those falling floors that we've grown to love. We're gonna use Flame. At least use Charge on Nova instead of these no defense people. Like Lufia, who basically gets one shot by it. Boost. So left was to those locked rooms, but we need to go right. We're gonna use Blast here. Oh. Our homies are strong enough to kill these scary Grim Reaper monsters in one hit. Okay, so we could do a little more. I should have had Lufia use bolts. Alright. So this time I guess we should go right? I don't know if I fully explored the left path though, did I? I just think... Just take a look. I think we did. A little stronger now, so I don't mind attempting these fights. Like, after killing some of those red cores, I think we caught up in levels. That little bit of stat seems to make a pretty big difference. Like, we're still having to heal, but it's... with boost, it's not nearly as big of a deal. Okay, what is this gonna tell us? I don't like this fight. Alright, that's good. This is looking perfect. As long as Jaren goes before Goro, or Goro hits the one on the right, or falls asleep. Oh my god! Alright, Jaren should kill 2 here. This is okay. I really needed a Goro to be alive, though. Jaren's not a complete slouch when it comes to attacking, though. The door won't open if all the switches are already down. Alright, let's not go this way, because this feels like progression, and I think there was 2... Oh, I want to definitely kill these. Again, I think these have a chance to drop that really good, armor. Oh, they hit hard, though. Oh, Jaren. Oh no, they use Magic Mirror, though. Lufia's about to shoot herself in the face with water. Ow! These things are kind of strong. Oof! Okay. To revive Lufia. Okay. Let's revive Jaren. Get them wind flute heals. I wish you could use wind flute out of combat and just have infinite healing. I guess that'd be kind of broken though. Doesn't really make sense as to why you can't, but aside from a balancing standpoint. Let's go right actually. Please don't charge Lufia or Jaren. Please don't charge Lufia or Jaren. Okay, regular attack is fine. Alright. Big arrow. All right. Champion. Oh, I didn't kill it? Oof. Let me remember this. The door won't open if all the switches are already down. Oof. Actually, I kind of want Lufia for the rare time to hit the same one that Nova did. Excellent. Yeah, I just need a little bit of action economy back in my favor here. That's not gonna be enough, is it? Oh, it is. Woo. Alright, everything worked out. Oh, sweet water ran out. want to deal with these things first. They seem to be problematic. We're just gonna use the flute with her, actually. He doesn't do enough damage in this fight to matter. Oh boy. Oof. Mirrors on that guy. Lufia doesn't have much to do either. She should do the same thing, actually. Especially with all these magic mirrors being thrown around. Play the wind flute. We have to use AoE here. I don't remember if they were weaker to magic or for our attack, so we're just gonna do the attack. Okay, they take about normal damage, that's okay. Alright, so... Or be a puzzle. The switches won't do anything if they're all already down. Am I not supposed to be here yet? I don't know if I'm supposed to do anything here yet. I know there's a Lumina here. Maybe I just go to Harrod and do the one with the king first? Try that. Or maybe I got this island name wrong. I just literally went to the wrong place. A much greater possibility. The amount of magic mirror. Alright. Alright. Heal, my pretties, heal. Maybe I also have the Illumina count wrong, and maybe I have the island name wrong as well. Like, I'm wondering if I only am missing one. Maybe it's 7 Illumina. Because if that's the case, then the last one's at Harrod. And I'd be very embarrassed for going here. Because I'm apparently not supposed to be here yet. At least we know the right way to go for whenever we come back. Oops. Which was to kind of lean to the right. There was an empty jail cell here, which I'm imagining will be including one of our friendly NPCs at some point. Oof. Okay, they're basically immune to magic. They do have Perish, so I don't like them at all. I don't like my guys getting one shot. Alright, so let's go to... Oh, hold on, I wanna try something here. I wanna try using, Oh, she doesn't learn it. Nope, she's just gonna stick on Wind Flute duty. And they get magic resist. Hitting these guys with magic is just not a good idea. You just gotta slowly kill them with physical attacks. Having the double Wind Flute going makes it pretty easy to sustain, too. 3 of them would have to focus their attacks on Lufia or Jaren to kill them. And that's no longer a possibility, so... Oh yeah, let's just go melee. It won't do much, but... Hey, there we go. Alright, so let's go to Harrod. And let's talk to the king. So I think it's the king that has the Illumina. Did I search this town fully, or did I just come here for loot? I don't recall. I think I might have just come here for loot. Let's look. Yeah, we did not ravage this town yet, so let's look around first. Yeah, we didn't. Wow. I think we just bought the gear. That's it. Just double check that. Yeah. Alright. He wants good food. Purple newt to the east of town. There's a guy in Leiden. Oh, I guess I did semi-loot this town. Are we going to the castle, though? Alright, the chef was here, he was talking about purple newts. Alright, we didn't search this whole castle. Slime elf, rude. Yes, slime elf. Toxic Lufia. Notice me, senpai. Alright, so there's a cave to the east which has a purple newt. People are looking for good ingredients. There's a chef in Leiden that was looking for purple newt. The king has Illumina. So it sounds like we're probably gonna have to please the king with good food. Yeah, and this guy's literally saying, go see that dude. Oh no, I'm trapped. So we could go to Leiden and see if that guy's there. Which I think we should do. I already went around this way. Is there anything? So we'll go to Leiden first, and then we'll come back here if we need to, and then we'll just go into the cave. Get my jewels. Alright, so... nothing from that guy, though. There's only one place in this one other place in this castle I haven't looked into yet. Just to the right over here. Ooh. Okay, so he will give his jewels. Let's go to Leiden, see if we can find this special Wizard of Taste. And then he will probably give us a sub-quest to go get this purple newt, which is at a cave east of here. I feel like that's how that's gonna all go down. Alright, so let's look for this guy. I think he was in the big house down here. Yeah, this looks like a big chef house. Purple newt. Alright, so prediction was correct. Purple newt east of the town. We're gonna find that purple newt and we're gonna feed it to this guy. And he's gonna make a spectacular dish for the king. Everyone will live happily ever after. Is that it over there, maybe? Jaren, whenever she lands those crits, I get very proud of her. Flex. I didn't see how much damage the flame did. I wasn't paying attention to the screen. I hope it was good. Everything seemed to turn out well, so I'm gonna assume it did. Oh. Oops. Let's go down here. Wrong way. Maybe I can't get to the cave from this side? That'd be quite unfortunate. Aww. Nice. Alright. We're getting lots of money doing this, too. Kind of going around searching for this secret cave. Please bang. Plane. Yeah, flame did work on these, okay. Wasn't paying attention last time, but yeah, it's pretty good. Jeez, I'm draining all my resources before I even make it to this place. Oof. Boost. Hey, this looks like a cave. Jeez, this cave is really far away. I think it has to be over here. Because there was one that was like on the water that we saw. So I feel like this has to be it. No real clear directions, though, just an east of Harrod. We went east. Oh no, this is not the right way. Omega oof. Because this is the Tower of Light, so we're gonna go back. At least we found a dragon egg, I guess. 7 more to go, we get another Might Shield. Which would be pretty good for a Guro. He definitely does not hate magic resist. Alright, so let's go back this way and then start heading more east, because there were more easterly options, to be fair. We didn't explore everything. These bad guys are really easy now, eh? Ooh, is my Sweetwater gone? Ooh, there's a lot of bad guys, but surprise attack encourages me to stay. Just use the Sweetwater just in case. Wait, that was bad. Alright, that might work out, actually. Oh, it won't. I should have had him attack to the right. Oh, it worked out. He didn't get another attack. I would have been really sad if he did. I don't like it when I'm inefficient to the point where it gives the bad guys a whole other turn to kill me. Alright, so this is the wrong way, but maybe northeast. I forgot I kept a world mapper, but maybe I should use that. I don't think it's on the map. Rip. I have a feeling I went way too far, though. I think I see it. So let's warp to... Harrod. This feels wrong, but looking at the map, it looks correct. Huh. Let's just take a look. This would be so much easier if I had a flying ship. Something like that. I wish this game had those. Alright, so... I think the cave is over here, but I can't get to it. So I think I have to go actually west, the same way I went for the Dragon Shrine, and circle around. I think it's this cave right here. And I don't think I could reach it, so I think I have to go this way. Oh, I should have had a Goro attack to the right. Darn. Definitely take an extra hit because of that. Yep. Feels bad, man. Why are you strong? We should use stronger on Jaren. Clean. Clean. Cure this poison. Ooh. Pause the emulator by clicking a button, apparently. Huh. I think I pressed the Xbox button and it launched Steam as well. I had no clue what just happened, but I think we're all okay. I've done that a couple of times during this run where I just looking at another screen and suddenly boop. I don't even know if this is the right way. Hey. Sorry, I'm back. Of course, I should have attacked to the left. Geez, if this is really the way to go, they don't explain it very well. Right. I think this is it. I certainly hope this is it. Oh, this is a big fight. Let's do that. Should have had one attack the eye, actually. These guys don't seem too magically inclined, so they don't do a lot of damage with their blizzard. Alright, so we don't know if we're even in the right place. We've definitely gotten lost before. Let's see what happens here. Let's stick to the top for now. Oh, this place is mazy. Maybe I should go to that path first. I don't even know if we're in the right place. Oh, new bad guy, though. Oh, the manticores were really magic resistant, if I recall. I don't know if Lufia is going to do enough damage. Oh, wow. They were magic resistant, but I think they might be a little weak against water. Or maybe they were just resistant. That's probably more realistic, because that was like normal water damage. I'm going to go with they resisted bolts, which is what I think I used on them last time. Ooh. Alright, that takes me down there. Let's not do that yet. We still have more to explore up here. Looks like it takes me to a southern exit. Alright, so right now the switch is up. Oh no, we moved it down. Alright. Did that do anything? Oh, I bet it modifies this teleporter. Let's try to take it again. It's because the up position, if this does modify this, which we're not sure of yet. Okay, it does. So up position brought us down to the bottom, and down brought us here, which is just treasure. So we'll change it. Oh. Well, quest resolved, boys. We got the item we needed. I guess let's just scavenge this place for treasure. Okay. Well, worst case scenario, we already have what we need. Pretty clean. So we're not even going to change the switch, because I think that area it took us, we could get to another way. Actually, you know what? There's no reason for me not to change the switch, so I'm going to do it. Just because it might make travel a little bit easier. And we're right here anyway. Alright. Take this path. Please don't attack the one on the right, unless you're Jaren. Jaren can attack. Oh my god. Oof. Damage. Please do not use your strong attack on a Goro lizard guy. Oh, that's lucky. Just use his regular one. Figure Salamander be weak to water. But no. Hey, give me this loot. Cool. Oh my god. These ladies, the poor front line gets mostly ignored, and then they get almost two-shot. They're not very good. Aguro and Nova are not very good tanks. I mean, they don't take any damage, but nothing ever hits them. Under 60. I bet that's their health on the dot. We'll find out in a second. 52 plus 48. Yeah, not 160. Not enough damage. Ooh, Flood. That's the highest level water magic. Lufia's got some top tier stuff now. It hits all bad guys in a group, and it's pretty strong. Here's a perfect fight to demo it on. Oof. All these frogs have used this on me. Whoa! It tripped out the game. I don't know if you guys saw that, and I hope it doesn't do that every time I use Flood, but things got trippy. The struggles of emulators. I haven't seen any glitches like that. We'll try it again in a little bit on an appropriate fight for it. But things got a little trippy there. Looks like there's a lot of stuff down there. Which is where that one teleporter would take us. What? That is a weird looking thing. Alright. They probably have like 200 health. So yeah. Between 196 and 205. So, yeah. It was a pretty easy fight. Potions. Nova is still ahead of Aguro, and Aguro's still ahead of Nova in terms of strength, despite me giving Nova every single strength potion that we have come across. Alright. So, this is the last area before we have to take the teleporter. And then the teleporter will be the last of the loot, I think. Yeah, okay, so now I have to take the teleporter. Chainmail? Isn't that like a really old armor? Why is that here? So the teleporter should give us to the access to the last of the treasure that we haven't gotten yet. Alright, we're gonna try Flood again and see if it trips out the game. Because that was pretty funny. It gave us sweet alternative graphics. I just realized I should save state, just in case it crashes the game. Okay, no, it looks like it was a one-time occurrence. Weird. Might not have even been an emulator issue. Oh, the teleporter was over here. Dirt. No, no, no. Let's go left first. So, I think water ended up hurting this thing a lot. We're gonna try it again. Like, it was pretty magic resistant, but I think for some reason water did okay against it. Bolt was bad. probably didn't need to waste all that magic, but... We haven't had to use a lot of high magic, so we're gonna dump 2 on Lufia. We probably won't even need that much, but... Ooh. Bolt doesn't seem to hurt this guy too much. Good old Agura attacks do, though. Alright. And then, yep. Now we need to check to the right, and I think we're done here. Then we're gonna teleport, or we're gonna use escape, and then we will warp to... Oh, we didn't even need to take the teleporter. We're done. Let's actually smoke ball this and get out of here. So now we just use escape, warp to Leiden. Talk to our homeboy. Well, let's rest at the inn. Magic flavor. Alright, now let's warp back to Harriet. Gonna do this way. Oh, should I go to the chef, actually? Let me talk to the chef first. I think that's what I should do. I don't remember. Okay, yeah, it is. She does not want to be the slime elf. Take all of my jewels. My kingdom for a tasty dish. This guy just got skimmaged out of his entire kingdom's wealth by a wizard who made him think the food he ate was tasting good, but it was just a magic spell. So now we get to loot this kingdom's coffers. Oh, give me all that looty. Lumina get? Ooh, mock heals? Do we already have those? They lower defense, but raise the agility. I don't know if I like those that much. Carbo helm, though, and tower shields? We do need a carbo helm. Three? We have to sell all the things. Let's just drop this sour cider, I guess. Ooh, carbo sword. Hey. I don't know what Carbo is, but Carbo seems strong. We have to sell a lot of stuff. I won't sell those mock heals. Alright, so I think we have all the aluminum we need, so we're gonna go see the professor guy. Just sell some loot. Especially these weird things that we don't need. What does the royal statue do? Let me Google it. I think you just sell it. Huh. I don't need the wind shoes anymore. We're gonna reorganize our inventory a little bit, I think. Sweetwater stays exactly where it is. We want useful items like the wind flute on the front page. We don't need swing wing and escape actually on the front page. We do want high magic up here. Probably miracle up here. Probably EX magic up somewhere close. That's good for now. I just wanted the wind flute on the front page. Alright, so let's go see the professor. I believe is in Carbis? Professor went to Eisen Island alone. The pirates kidnapped this kid. Alright, so that's the tower we've been to before, obviously. I knew it. Alright, so let's rest up and save here. And the good news is I think we just go right. And ideally the switches will work this time. Neat. So the left is the way to the jail cells. To the right is the way to the bad guys. So we're just gonna go towards the bad guys. Bolt didn't work too well against Vampire, but I'm gonna do it anyway. So it might do enough with Jaren's hit. Alright, alright. Yes, yes. It'll be funny if the switches are still down, and it wants me to go to the prisons first to talk to the guys. Oh, that would be frustrating. Okay, no, it's not. Alright, so... top right... Ooh. I do not know the order of these. Oh yeah, we put the wood flute on the first page just so I could do this. Joke's on you. You expected me to actually use magic after you spam mirror and magic resist with having ridiculous magic resist already? Nah, I'm not about that life. We're just gonna keep healing. I regrets. Oh, he didn't attack. Alright, pirates. Jaren's probably better off attacking. For Flame did maybe 50. Better attack does just as much. Oh, Lufia's magic doesn't do good either, though. Let's do, Let's try the opposite. Alright, so let's try this. It was just the opposite of the first time we tried. Oh. What should I kill first? Oof. That's really bad. Good job, Lufia. Good job, Aguro. Alright, Jared. No, you don't. No. He's almost dead, get him. He's trying to stay alive. Get him! Oh, we overkilled him a little bit. Alright, so now we just got this guy left. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Wow. Also, wow. Aguro, get there, my dude. Oof. more. Oh boy. Jaren, no. Oh, that's good. Jaren's attacking the whole party. Except she killed Lufia's face off. We're gonna attack. We're gonna use dead. Stab! Re? Oh my gosh, Agoro, chill. Alright, we gotta heal a little bit here. Oof. This boss is breaking out the big guns. Oh. Oops. He's probably really close to dead. He's like breaking out all these crazy attacks. Die, 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 die. Blub, 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 blub. Hey. Jeez. Alright. So we gotta go downstairs and go to the prison. Get it, Lufia. Bat. Lays down the bonk. Alright, so now... I'm gonna smoke ball this one, because this one can turn out really bad. Because if they get sleep and that guy starts spamming the instant death spell, I'm not about that. I want more of those fire armors, though, because I think they could drop the really good might armor I was talking about. Which I do want. Yeah, gimme, gimme. We're gonna risky. We're gonna use blast. No. I don't know if there's a lot of, or any status effect immunity items in this game. Vampires don't care about the cold. Spell's so rude. Let's get this loot before we help this guy. Ooh, heavy ring I think is really good. Yeah, it raises your attack a bunch, but Aguro is now going to be so slow. Look at his weight, 382. But that's what Aguro is all about, right? Aguro is about hitting them big, funky hits. Lab 3. Alright, let's work to lab 3. Which I think is Carbis. Let me check this out. Yeah. We're gonna heal and save really quick. North by northeast. So Shed is to the north side of the island. We want to go to the town of the north side of this island. Oops. Should have had Jaren attack to the right, but everything worked out. So Goro will attack very slowly. But he hits like a truck. So this place was created after Doom Island fell. And it has no loot so far. I don't like this place one bit. This bodes poorly. Oh, this guy's got carbo stuff. Agora loves carbo swords. Alright. Yes. Not worth. Alright, let's look at the ladies. Lufia gets access to her cat whip. It's heavier. I might as well get it, I guess. Also, she needs this carbo cap. Alright, Jaren gets the cat whip, but using this would make it so she can't use her bow. We're gonna skip that. It's not much, but it's not bad. They're really not better armor for them. Alright. Oh, I didn't check the items here. Let me see. Okay, they got basics. Pardon me. Feels good. paranoia. Alright, I don't think we checked this cave. Ooh. Alright, so now we're gonna go underwater. Go into this cave. Get loot. Throw loot on the ground because it's wasting space in my inventory. Oh boy. Ooh. Man, I really need better armor for the ladies. I think there was a town on that northern continent I could have gone to, which might have better stuff. I should have had her attack the left, of course. Oh. Oh. There's 2 treasures I'm missing so far. Oops. I want that one. Also, there's fire armor underwater. Just throwing that out there. Opal's only worth 50 gold, so I'm just gonna drop it. Not gonna drop the straw doll. Should have had her attack the fish, actually. Of course. Jesus. Alright, so we want this treasure to the right. Ooh, gimme, gimme. Start spamming wind flute. like for one of these guys to drop a delicious might armor. Wind flute's so good. Everyone stays topped off for no magic. We should get that treasure first. Agoro's so slow. He hasn't attacked that fish yet, has he? There he goes. That heavy ring is pretty heavy. Ooh. Got him. Champion. Jaws. Damn it. This is what I get for using the joystick. Should have had Lufia attack the one on the right. That's okay. This will work out as well. Oh, I didn't expect it to live through Agoro's hit, actually. So Agoro can't solo the fishies in one hit. He does need Jaren's help. Alright. don't know where to go. I guess we haven't tried the left side. Oh, I keep forgetting. That heavy ring's actually throwing me off with the Goro. Keep forgetting that he hasn't attacked yet. I'm making mistakes. I don't know if it's worth it, too. Like, Nova's almost going twice before he goes once. So Goro's attacking the one on the far right. Okay. Ooh. Yes. Wow, Goro, or, Nova, ooh. Alright. Jeez, unlucky on that roll. If Goro attacks the left one, that'd be perfect. That works, or if Lufia attacks the right one. Pardon. I don't remember how good Bolt was on these fishes. I don't think it's particularly strong, actually. I should be killing the fishes first, because I think the fish could, like, one-shot Jaren right now. What a waste. It's fine. Alright, so... Oh, this was the right way. Neat. Alright. So all these places that we... Are all these treasure chests open? We're actually gonna read ahead from an FAQ to see. Yeah, I don't think I'm supposed to dig through all these treasure chests, so I'm not going to. I think they're all opened already. didn't remember the right way. We're gonna try casting bounce on these guys. It didn't work. I think it silences them so they can't cast champion on themselves, which would be great. They're pretty annoying. Once you get down one, it can focus fire. It becomes a little bit easier. Last boss time, boys. Make sure our magic's good. Oh, we're good enough. Oh. Oof. Chill. Really? Okay. Let's use magic. And let's make sure she's fully healed. Dun dun dun! Dun dun dun! Ooh, boys. That reveal. That flying island. We got that dual blade action. So the thing that's sick about dual blade is it weighs like nothing too. Look at Nova's weight right now. Nova weighs less than Jaren. That seems physically impossible, but the power of the dual blade deems it to be so. This thing is OP. You got that dual blade, that might shield, we're quick. Alright. Let's save. So we're gonna go to lab 3. Which is Carbis. Power oil. Great lift, we have easy because it's very dangerous. Ebro. Redarius due south. I'm gonna go there first so I can get the warp point. And then we'll go to Ebro, which is, I think he said north of Mars. So let's go to Fredaria, which is south of here. See if there's any fat booths. Is this it? Or is this where we came from? Okay, yeah, we haven't been here yet. We don't need to stay there. Is there loot here? Ooh. How long have could I have had access to this thing? Ooh, sword shoes are here. Ooh, we like sword shoes. Oh, our cat heals damage? I don't know, damage for Jaren's starting to fall off. Might be worth it for me to just get agility stuff for her soon. I'm gonna buy the cat heals, but I'm also gonna buy some Sonic heals as backup. But these guys definitely are using sword shoes. Hagoro weighs like a metric ton. But that attack power, though. He does more than Nova with his dual blade. He's a big man. We could probably sell those knife shoes in want the Sonic heals. We don't need Cargo Sword anymore. We don't need Girl Nude. I could probably sell all these rings that I'm never gonna use. Monster Ring lures monsters, I'll hold on to that. I don't need Ghost Ring. I can always buy it back. Fly Ring, no. Flash Ring just seems worse than the other rings. Hold on to the high power ring. Just frees up more space. Monster ring will be useful if I want to grind out a specific monster. I don't think I'm going to do that, but maybe I'll get inspired. It's only one inventory slot. Miraku. I probably don't need to explore this whole place because I have to go to Ypres. Power oil. Alright, so now I'm gonna warp to Mars, sail north, and now we have this warp point for whenever we find the oil, so it'll save us a trip later. Oh. Earthquake, mountain split, flying island, yes, yes. Eddie's in the sea north of town. Let's save. Let's check here for loot. Sometimes they put loot up in here. drinks. Gimme, gimme. Northeast of town is Arubis. And they have cider there. I doubt the weapons here will be better. We have that, right? Yeah. I didn't think of exploring these other places. This probably would have made some of those dungeons a little bit easier. I should have just gone here first. I could have got sword shoes here too. Jeez. Oil cave north of town. North of town. Looking through it. Okay, so we knew it wasn't going to be that easy, right? Like, we have to find this guy named Hedge north of town. Wow, I should have just casted Champion on Agoro, jeez. Nova officially goes twice sometimes for every one time Agoro goes. Jeez, man. That's speed. Heavy Ring might not be worth it, man. I think there's a thing, though, where if you get, like, a certain amount of strength, that offsets that, so... Maybe Agoro will eventually become strong enough to not worry about it. But I might want to change that Heavy Ring to High Power Ring instead, perhaps. Because Agoro's so slow, it's actually kind of painful. Oh, here's the guy. Neat. I didn't have to go through some crazy dungeon to get to this guy. That's good. Oh, nice. Jeez, Agoro, calm down. East Lagoon, so I have to go underwater to get here. Okay. Alright, I gotta take a quick break. I will be right back. Less than 5 minutes, probably. I'm gonna pause the timer before I go. Alright. Be right back real quick, lag. Alright. I have returned. Let's continue. So we're gonna warp back to Ypres. And let's sail to the east side, because they said there's eddies over there. In this lagoon? I assume is this a lagoon? I'm not familiar with the lagoons. Nice. Oh, baby. Lufia just learned her big boy spell. It's not her highest damage spell, but it's the best hit everything on the screen spell in the game. So, it's pretty good. Just comparing the stats of Lufia and Jaren, they're not even close. Oh, here's the thing. So there's a cave to the east. These guys, I think, drop something too. We just show you guys this big boy spell since we got it. We'll show it off. We might kill these things too fast, but well, maybe not. Oof. Bungu. Kaboom. Oh, we're gonna keep that sweet water up. Alright, so we're gonna search every nook and cranny in this place, because I vaguely recall there being treasure here. I'm actually gonna open my thing, just so I know I don't miss anything. Actually, there's not a lot of treasure here, but whatever. We're still thorough RPG explorers. Whoa! Those critical hits. Manta rays are deadly, man. Whip sting. Wait, when did she get Vulcan? Must have missed that. So, all Jaren's missing is Glacier. Which I imagine she'll get a 39 based at Lufia, getting her Sunder at 39. Oh, that was bad. A bad damage roll. Oh, bye, Jerry. Oh, she survived! Nice, 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 nice. Oh yes! Ooh, power potion. Gimme, gimme. Jeez, Nova has so much health. His defenses are stacked. He's ready for battle. Use the boost to get through. Mystery pin. What's in there? Mysterious cave. Bro does not like all this AoE magic. Can Agoro finish the one on the left? I'm not sure. Yeah, he's strong enough. He's a big guy. Get more and more strength. He's getting girthier. Burp, burp. Oh, yes. Oh, but we did not finish exploring this cave yet. Oof. There's probably not even any extra stuff. This way is probably a trap, but there's no way the classic JRPG gamer within me will let me proceed without checking every nook and cranny in this place. Can't do it. If there was some fat loots left behind. Oh wow, Vulcan does work on those. I'll remember that. Manta rays are very weak against Vulcan. Really? That was the treasure? I wonder if this game has a stat, like, some old JRPGs tell you how many chests you open and how many chests you miss. I don't remember if Lufia has that. I feel like I've gotten a majority of them, if not all of them. I think I go up here. Oh my gosh, I forgot to heal. Bro, you're way too slow. Might change a Goro back. It's getting really bad with that. 379. Oh, that's so much attack, though. I don't know, I can't... My heart won't let me. forgot that Agoro hadn't gone yet. I keep doing it. Rally! Is this the spell I think it is? Oh, this is the res. It's a full resurrection, I think. Oh my god, Lufia. These things are so tanky. Handle that anymore. I don't know. Like, I kind of want him to be faster. Unfortunately, Agoro can't wear heels. I don't know. Maybe I just do it. The slowness is starting to bother me. Oof. Ambush. I have faith in Lufia's bolt to murder an armored target. This place seems pretty straightforward. Usually they're a lot more mazy. I might regret saying that, but right now it doesn't seem bad. I gotta figure out what this thing's weakness is. Is it bolts? Is it frost? No, it's not bolts. Oh my god, is it not frost? Do? Is it fire? Nope. Nope. And those things don't seem to be weak against magic at all. Did I get this chest? Yeah, I did. Alright. Yes, yes, yes. Dragon Tooth, what's that? That was a freaking arrow item. Let's check to the right. Ooh, Those things I think can cast Vulcan, so they're kind of scary. High level fire magic that Jaren has. Okay, we could go down from here. Alright, loot, most definitely. Oh god. It burns! Oh, Agoro, you're in rough shape, my dude. Nova going twice before Agoro is still really funny to me. It's gonna stay funny for a while, I think. Still really want to find a weakness for these. I don't think we tried Sunder. I've already tried her elements. But I don't think I tried Explosion yet. So let's see how Lufia's kabooms work. Never mind. Jared. Oh, this could be bad. We're gonna go pretty hard here, actually. Breaking out the flood. Alright, they didn't use their Vulcan move, but it's good. Flood messes up their day, though. Lufia's running kind of low on magic, so we're gonna boost her up a little bit. We're gonna use some boosts from Jared. Oh, we only need one. Also, I'm gonna use a Sweetwater, just because I feel like I haven't. Flood's pretty meh. Vulcan was pretty good. Neat. We'll probably sell it, because I don't anticipate fighting very many dragons. I don't remember, but I don't think that's like a very common thing. Alright. Oh wow, those frogs carry miracles. Worf. Please let Jaren go before anybody else attacks that left one. I know Agora won't. Alright, that's fine. Lufia can do that. Alright. And now Nova will probably go before Agora. I don't know though, Agoro's gaining some strength with these level ups, so maybe he's starting to be able to hold his own gear. Never found the weakness of these, but I think it might be Sunder, so we're gonna try again. I didn't see how much damage Sunder did. So I'm gonna use it again. Oh, Goro. Sunder doesn't do a lot. Try to get some free healing out of this. There first. Also, our magic is getting dangerously low. Hey Kermit, I just read your message. Indeed. It just basically tastes like bad water. So I do strongly agree with you. But if I am trying to have a social drink, I will sometimes drink Bud Light. Because it's also very easy to drink. Like, if I'm not trying to get drunk or anything, it doesn't really taste good, but it's usually relatively cheap, and it's basically water. I prefer cocktails if I'm trying to get drunk to beer every day. You gonna stop by tonight, Kermit, and be mean to people when I'm doing D&D? Wait, how can that be true? You're talking to me right now, Kermit. Are you a zombie? I find that extremely unlikely. It's a weird MO. Did you ever play games like this, Kermit? These are probably way too old for you. Oops, I meant to attack the right guy. Yikes. Like, I look at those, and I don't even know what they mean. Emotes are supposed to express emotions. I lost my friends because of a stupid soccer game. See, that's a good emote, because I understand that's a sad face. And I haven't played a game like this, so I'm no longer... You're reformed, Kermit? Oh, you're not reformed. You're still being mean. Unreformed Kermit. Why did they leave you, your friendship, because of a soccer game? What'd you do? Did you, like, bite them during the middle of the game or something? Shouldn't be violent to people. Oof. I used to play soccer when I was a kid. I was basically a professional athlete. Ooh, Blizzard kind of does work on the frogs. Alright, got him. I'm a fan of the best team ever called Tottenham. And all the people hate the team, and I got bullied at work because they lost to an underdog. Ah, I see. So wait, I find that that's not usually how it happens, though. Nobody's gonna brag about an underdog being defeated. You probably said some things beforehand to set this up. I know how these situations work. You probably said something like, Tottenham's definitely gonna win, easy clap, no worries, good game. You said something beforehand, or you've hyped it up in some way. I just have a feeling based on your personality, that's what happened. And then they counter-destroyed your ego, because I don't believe you. I 100% don't believe you. So then the follow-up inquiry is, so they just see you at work and they start making fun of you for losing? And now you're not friends with them because they made fun of your team for losing? Did you take things, like, too seriously or something? Like, something doesn't add up from this story. So I feel like it wouldn't be them that would end the friendship in that particular scenario. It would be you, right? Because they bullied you. You're like, I don't want any more to do with you. You're making fun of my bad team. Oh, they're trying to convert you. So you can no longer be friends with them because they're trying to convert you to their sports ball team. Got it. That's how I feel when religious people come door to door and knock on my door, and I'm just like, nah, I'm not about that. And I feel like they don't want to be friends with me anymore. But when I first answer the door, they're all really nice and stuff. Yeah, but it shows that you're loyal, right? That's a good thing. Like, you're loyal to your team. Like, a lot of them probably have the thing where they swap between the flavor of the year, like whatever team they think is going to do best. Loyalty is an important thing. So if you've been a fan of this team and they're trying to get you to change, that's pretty messed up. I mean, statistically, it's possible that your team maybe might win one day, too. Who knows? Maybe through sheer luck, you'll happen upon a victory, and then you'll get to rub it all in their faces. And that's the underdog dream, right? You are the underdog, so when you win, the amount of counter-destruction you get to lay upon them when you're victorious, like the satisfaction, you get like the, like, yes! It's still probably a pretty big hype for you, so... Like, the excitement of even doing good when you have an expectation of things going really bad makes certain things like that really fun. Because you can't really be disappointed, you can only be pleasantly surprised, because you go in with an expectation, like you know that this team is going to do bad. So if they do good, you're like, yay! And if they do bad, you're like, oh, well, that went exactly as I expected. So that's why the underdog is so appealing. You don't get your hopes and dreams crushed. Things can only go up from where you are. I feel like you know all these things I'm telling you, though. Like, obviously, that's why you like that. There's other things that it parallels. Like, there's certain fighting games where really garbage, trash-tiered characters can somehow do really good versus god-tier characters. Like, I remember when I was a kid and I played Marvel 2, and I didn't know how to play the game at all. I was really, really bad at Marvel 2. So what I would do to compensate for my lack of skill against people that were like god tier Magneto, Storm, Sentinel players is I would pick Servbot, because when these guys practiced, they practice against targets that could be comboed, that are like Ryu sized. So whenever I'd pick Servbot, they would drop me out of combos and I would actually have a chance to move. And it's a really stupid thing because the character's really garbage trash, but I would actually win due to just falling out of combos and picking up hits with assist. I would usually pick Tronbon as well to hit them with that glitch assist. But it worked! And so sometimes the garbage tier characters, they have a different metagame, right? Like, these god tier teams are used to playing against other really good teams, so they don't know how to deal with trash. I guess that's the best way I could put it. I think you get it, though. Like, there's always stuff like that. Magic the Gathering, similar. Like, could be a deck that's utterly trash against everything in general. But then you could build, like, a specific deck just to counter that deck. And it would be trash against every single other thing in the world. But against that particular meta deck? Trash. No, I don't buy that. Get out of here. The coach matters, but not enough to compensate for 61 years of no major trophy, my dude. You have systemic issues in that area, probably. Like, let's be real. Like, you might be in a little bit of denial. There's a trend. It's possible, I suppose, that every single one of those 61 years, the coach was always trash. Maybe because they couldn't afford a coach. Sure, I suppose, but yeah, I don't know, man. Not sure if true. Like, correct me if I'm... Oh, okay, let me see. The division of the striker and the South Korean striker. Yeah, well, that's the whole thing of a team, right? There's certain sports where a single player can kind of carry things pretty hard, but it's the whole League of Legends thing, right? Like, if you're the best ADC in the world, you probably can't carry every other lane. You probably need at least one or two other lanes to help you out. I mean, football though, a quarterback can carry pretty hard. If you got like a god tier quarterback, you can make magic happen, right? So it's not universally true. I think it's pretty important for things like soccer though, right? Like you kind of need everyone to be at least a little decent. I don't follow like soccer like at the professional level though, so I don't know. I could just be talking out of my ass. Maybe a single player could just kind of wreck things. But then I would just bring up the question again, why aren't they doing good then? I don't know anything about the sports ball. Everybody knows who Messi. Who's Messi? Do you know him? No. Is it a soccer player? Let me Google Messi for soccer. Because he might have been in memes or something if he's that popular. I have no clue who this guy is. The only sport that's ever really interested me, and I don't follow it, but I love watching it. I love boxing, dude. Boxing's sick. It feels like it's a declining sport, but I love to watch it. It's my favorite. I don't follow it, but when it's on, like if there's a big fight or something, I pay that pay-per-view dollars and I watch it. Oily air. You remember earlier in this dungeon where I was talking about dragons not being a thing you fight. Of course, I fight a dragon. Yeah, man, get some beer. Where are you right now where you have to buy beer and you're watching a stream? Are you at like a bar watching Twitch on your phone? If so, mad respect. Kind of counters his... Oof. Boss doesn't seem too hard. I think Flood is probably better against... No, water! No! Oil floats on water! Flood is obviously not its weakness, right? That'd be sick if they made him, like, strong against it. Okay, he takes some decent damage from Flood. Drain though. Oh, he's upgraded his damage a little bit. Might have to swap Lufia to Wind Flute duty. Oh, Goro might kill him here. It felt like Aguro was gonna get the kill shot. Oh, is Aguro dead? Wow. He's fast. Oh my god. This is a little rough. Jaren might not survive the next one. He's on his last leg, so he's spamming his strongest moves, I think. We're gonna cast Stronger, actually. Or Boost. It's a little stronger than Flute. Alright, I think Aguro and Nova will kill him on this round. There's no way he's got much more in him. Everyone's topped off. Yeah, right. You're not hurting Nova, my dude. You can switch back to Wind Flute for now. He's dead. He's gotta be dead. Nope. He's got to be really close to death, right? Like... He's dead, he's dead, he's dead. Nope. Man, this guy is resilient. Alright, got him, got him. Oh, baby, Lufia just learned Thunder. She's pissed now. And we got the oil. We just have to finish up exploring this dungeon. Wait, did I start here? I get lost in this place here. Alright, so my favorite spell, boys, Thunder. We got it. Sound effects, the graphics for it are dope. Bolt, get out of here. Psh. Oh, Luffy got turned to stone before I could use it. Alright, here we go. Thunder, baby. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, yeah. My favorite spell animation and graphics ever. Just sick. You, like, feel it when she drops that thunder. Boom. We only need, well, we're gonna thunder one of these just because I want to see the damage, because I'm a little sadistic. We can play with our food a little bit. Oh, already been this way? Alright, I'm almost done exploring this place. We can move on with our lives. I don't think there's much else in here, but I don't like to leave loot behind. I forgot to tell my D&D players, well, I forgot to remind my D&D players that we had D&D tonight. Oh my god, are you serious? Free? Kill Magoro. Yes, yes, good. Alright, there's only one more area I haven't gone to in here. And it's this one. And actually there's one more, whatever's to the north there. What do I want to do? Jaren needs to hit 39. I think that's when she learns Blizzard. So I gotta go down this one to get this treasure, and then those longer stairs. That's the last chest of the dungeon, and then we're out of here. Love that sound effect. Such a cool spell. That was my perfect rendition of thunder. Really? Nice, nice, nice. That worked out pretty good, though. Surprise runs are really good. It's 264. Good job, Lufia. Get there. I'm gonna smoke bomb these last few for this last chest. I just want to get there at this point. Aguro's going first. Is his agility really high? No. Actually, he has really low agility. I don't know why he's going first so much. Alright, Magic Jaren, escape. And because we thought of this in advance, we can also warp to Corderia. It's rest up. Alright, folks. So, we have gathered what we needed to give flight abilities to the Falcon. But I'm going to cut the Lufia stream for now. I will be picking up D&D in about an hour and a half. So if you'd like to watch D&D, feel free to tune in for that. But I'm going to go ahead and shut down this stream probably until tomorrow night. And there's a good chance we're going to finish within the next 1 or 2 games, so... we're almost there, boys. Alright, see you in an hour and a half.